The next person to this mic is a real life monster. Like, I don't say that lightly. I feel like I got off this stage and people were like, yo, you are amazing. But this woman right here just embodies amazing. Like, she is going to give you an experience, a feel. And if you don't feel it, it is you. Go home, bro. Sit in the mirror and go, what's wrong with me? Where am I in my life that this didn't hit? So I need everybody to put their hands together for the one, the only champagne poet, baby.
The Sultan Room, what the fuck is up? My name is Roya Marsh. I'm a black poet who will not remain silent while this nation continues to murder black people. I have a right to be angry. Everything you heard about me is true. Whatever they said I did that shit. Here to rock some poems for y'all. Before we get into it, I'm very black, black beyond measure. So the set finna be very black, black beyond measure. If you're not with that, now is the time to excuse yourself. I ain't think so. So I'm really a superstar, right? And the thing that I think the world needs, right, is a theme song. And I love Money, Power, Respect, because I'm really about that. But what I'm really about is 90s sitcoms. And right now, I'm feeling the most Queen Latifah that I ever felt, all right? So if you in here and you black, I'm hearing some murmurs. I know you know where I'm headed. We about to sing my theme song. It's on Hulu right now. If you don't got an account, get somebody's password. I'm gonna do a 3 count. And if you in here, I know y'all gonna do it with me, all right? We're gonna do it all together. 1, 2, 3. We are living, hey, single. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I got my. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. That's right. Whenever this life gets tough, you gotta fight. Cause my homegirl standing to my left. And my true blue is tight like glue. We are living, hey, single. Ooh, in a 90s kind of world. I'm glad I. Who got the jazz? Hey, yo, I'm gonna say some real shit. I'm a teacher, which means that from the hours of 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. I see what you're doing, DJ, but don't do it. I see from the hours of 8 a.m. to around 2 to 3 p.m., I can't curse. So tonight during this set, I'm finna curse, all right? I love y'all. Yes, I am. I'm an educator, and I do that shit on purpose. So shout out to all the educators. Also, before I go, shout out to Shay the Poet. Shout out to Smooth Baby, who I seen in the doorway. Shout out to Luis Morero, who been sending me emails from the Twitter sphere, wherever the fuck it come from. Shout out to everybody who made it possible for me to be here tonight. Shout out to David, who drove me here safely and rocked the poem on this motherfucking open mic. Shout out to everybody who was on this motherfucking open mic, because what my friend said is that it really does take a lot of courage to come up here on this motherfucking microphone. And even though we all make it look good and we make it look swaggy, it don't mean that we don't have nerves inside of our bodies. So the love you show us is the love that we give back. You heard? And with that being said, my feminism is visible. It's big-breasted. It's smart-mouthed. It's often discounted and ignored. My feminism always wearing shades or throwing it. My feminism got bottom grills and 3 master's degrees. My feminism is Tiana Taylor in that Kanye video. dress like Queen Latifah and set it off. My feminism ain't woman enough for the straight ones, and it ain't man enough for the gay ones. It sags sometimes if I don't wear a belt. My feminism is hard, but ain't bulletproof. It's proof of the bullet. My feminism is Jesus, the real one, the black one, with locks on the cross. Know the Ankh, crucified yet broken free, cupping the world on its fair shoulders. My feminism can carry a baby, but ain't too sure about pushing one out. My feminism is mother, is a motherfucker. My feminism wishes a motherfucker would. It might smile at you, but not for you. My feminism will grab Trump by his pussy, even though he's all asshole. My feminism gets catcalled and called dog by women and men who hate how masculine my feminism is. And nah, it don't make women stable. Don't make them stay. My feminism gets cheated on and called too feminine for having feelings about it. My feminism is exhausted of your expectations of being judged, being denied, and explaining its own femininity. All right, two things. First things first is that if you are taking any photos or any videos, get my good side. It's both of them. Second thing, when you open up your Instagram, right, and you're looking for me, you're going to type Champagne Poet. That's Champagne, P-O-E-T. You type Champagne, the letter P, you probably going to see Drake, but right then, you're going to see me, all right? And when you see me, you click follow. And shout out to Brittany Barker. Shout out for your success, first of all. And also shout out to Brittany Barker saying I follow back because I do not. And so if you follow me with the understanding that I don't care what you're doing with your life until I care what you're doing with your life, but I love that you have a life, okay? Okay, I love that you have kids. I love that y'all go to work and go to the beach and have nice outfits. I love all of that. It is so beautiful to me. But until we're friends, I don't want to see that every time I open my phone. You know? But I do think it's important for y'all to see the shit I'm posting because I'm never gonna text y'all and tell y'all come to my shows. You know, because I don't know y'all. You see how that works? So y'all, it's just like my students. You get to see one of me, but I'm seeing 97 of you little niggas every day. Like it makes no sense that you think I'm trying to be friends with 97 niggas. But yes, all 97 of y'all want to be my friend. That makes sense. I get that. And I appreciate y'all for laughing because most of the time niggas be having their feelings hurt. So, I'm going to do a couple poems for y'all, and I wrote them on a napkin, so let me go get my napkin. This next one's a good one. This next one is a good one, let me tell you. Got one. Social media headline reads, white woman gets knocked silly for calling black girls nigga. So, she called me a nigga. And I stare at this girl, a couple slave masters lighter than me, scanning my face like my eyes gonna tell her if it's okay or not. I think of all the places white folks go to hear niggas say nigga, the club, the police academy, the HBCU, the poetry slam, shout at me and say stay on the mic, shout at me and say get free, and ain't that just like white folk? To get me stuck, but then privileged to watch me fight my way out. They welded nigga in our heads and expect us to just take it out of our mouths, making Jesus nigga in that cross and in that crosswalk where that red light turned Big and Pac into niggas who died for our sins, made niggas wear chains, and ain't nigga a chain itself. Ain't nigga a mentality. Ain't she ever seen a white nigga? Call it redneck, trailer trash, meth head. Master got as many names at the devil doing still me nigga, and this biracial one. Fix his mouth to say nigga, but all I saw was teeth, so I knew which half it was coming from. Guess all I saw was teeth, and I guess he ain't seen the video where the internet me say, who in the fuck is you calling nigga? But I guess she ain't know what to make a nigga swing hypothesis. See how fast one become nigga when called nigga. See how fast 3/5 of a person will whoop your whole ass. Like, I won't shack attack and knock the nails out your motherfucking backboard. Leave your head broken, rim hanging like every tooth you lose is another nigga out of Rikers. And every drop of blood is an ancestor getting their wings. But instead, I think of every nigga they called my brother bleeding to death. Me watching, me knowing he wasn't. I gave up metaphor the day I watched a real thing become a once was. Decided everything I say out loud would be something I could keep. Something that is mine. Me saying nigga is not getting me killed. You saying nigga is killing the both of us, and I laugh. Because I learned over and again, it is the only thing that retracts the trigger. It separates my hands from your throat, your body from the morgue, my body from the cell. I peel back centuries of I ain't welcome here, I ain't welcome here. Decolonize my own tongue, whisper to myself, this is mine, damn near in prayer. And some folks, non-niggas, will only be able to refer to this as, you know that one poem where she says, oh, I can't say it. That is exactly how I feel. I love y'all. I love this energy. I love anybody who is paying their bill and heading out. I love that we here. What is the most beautiful thing? Speak its name aloud. Imagine every time you get one of those beautiful things, one of the most beautiful things must die. Imagine if that beautiful thing you get is justice. How many beautiful things will die for that? For insert name. You never realize how to label a dream until you want to tell your children apart. You never realize that you will forget how to tell your children apart when you have a stomach full of shrapnel from the death of some other mother's child. You don't want your baby to die on a cross like insert name, or in a crosswalk like insert name. You don't want them to be like insert name, lying in the middle of the streets, not another insert name crying they can't breathe, or insert name shot on that doorstep because black fist against door equates fist against body, and guns ring out more than doorbells do, or insert name's brain splattered in that alley because a cell phone could be a lot of things in the dark. But an unregistered 9mm semi-automatic can only be one thing: an eraser, a broken taillight in broad daylight, a reaper, eye contact, a death wish. You ain't gonna let your son go out like how they let insert name run just far enough to think himself safe before they shot. You won't let the last time you see him whole be like when they threw insert name in the back of that paddy wagon, hands cuffed behind his back like insert name, but he still managed to shoot himself like insert name, his spine in pieces like insert name. You want him to be whole. Like when they put curfew on insert name soul in a backyard, too black to be out at night. You ain't gonna be asking the news why they say insert name when they really mean insert name. Had Obama and Kamala calling us insert name like they don't sit around calling them insert name, because isn't that the right word? And we know all lives matter except insert name, and how lucky am I to have insert name in my bloodline. Holy, the way insert name keeps pushing my pen from heaven, and I flap my gums, show the world the fist in my throat in honor of insert name, and my mother begs me home from the protests. Say she can't go through what she went through with insert name. Say this hype over insert name will die just like insert name, and I tell her, I would rather die for insert name 1 billion times than die like insert name once. I love y'all. And I promise you, this is like the roller coaster, right? So I really do. Let me tell you, the germaphobe in me really fucking hates that this microphone keeps touching my physical body. But I'm letting it happen for the performance. But what I was going to say was, like we on a roller coaster, and you got to we drop. We still on this drop, though, because it's going to be a little bit serious. And then I'm going to take y'all back up. And then we're going to get right back into the station. Everybody's going to clap just like that. It's going to be like, woo, we made it, all right? It's going to be beautiful. I promise. This next shit is probably the blackest shit that I had ever written because I'm black. I'm going to spit it. It's the night after the election, and I don't smile. I lie, awake, wondering what kind of ancestor I will be. I am the child of a hard father who only wanted soft daughters. I learned to make a perfect fist on my own. I learned to swing by watching, by feeling. I bark like the dogs do, loud and in the face of danger. I gnash my teeth and secure all things vital. I learned to fight before I learned to speak. My hands grew into grenades. I learned I hold the pen tight. Learned to explode only when necessary. Learned, though I am always at war, not every room is a battlefield. I shout black joy across the world. And folks with the smiles that smell like green bean casserole praise me for not being angry. The definition of angry is having a strong feeling of or showing annoyance, displeasure, or hostility. Well, shit, I've been angry. My fists have painted holes into walls. I was 14 the first time I stomped a man's face into mashed potatoes. I used to pray to a father who would not call home a black butch with a slick tongue and a hunger for freedom. I am the kind of sorry no one teaches y'all to forgive. I say, black joy, they hear shuck and jive, think me palatable, the good black. Well, nah, this ain't what enlightenment looks like. I got a backpack full of fuck ups and fuck yous, but there came a point where tears could no longer wash shit clean, and there are still days where I want out, but I am no better if I just save myself. And right now, there are people lining the floors of arenas waiting to hear me tell them losing is at capacity. Guess we going to win. Someone gave me a pen and I wrote a spine into this sack of skin. Imagine me not being angry, explaining to white folks that anti-racist work ain't hashtagging or posting a black box not fit enough to hold my last breath, or raising me up by their white guilt straps. Anti-racist work means you are willing to die for my kind of black that built the country that you wrote me out of. What good is writing poems about my unborn when I got nieces and nephews? They are shutting down one prison to build 4 and got a bunk with our last name on it. They are waiting for us to forget that we are chosen. And yes, while I'm God's daughter, my godson's father is locked in a cage. So no, I don't write metaphors about caskets or burials. It's just another way for the world to hold us hostage. Tell the dead I am still here. Tell the here I am still fighting. I lived and learned to walk on the seas beneath and between us. Yes, the ship is sinking, but I'm teaching niggas to swim, to wade in the war zone where our joy endangers us, buying groceries, eating, playing video games, in a backyard, in bed, on a wine train, in a movie theater. The men in my family are still breathing, and that is not a crime. The women in my family are reproducing, and that is not a crime. I say we gon' make it. Be real black for me, all right? And it sounds like I'm talking to God on repeat. I am a black woman in America, constantly exposed to hostility, inspired by my mere existence, born, waiting for this land of the free to bust a capitalist in my ass, and you think me being angry is the problem. I say black joy, and I mean I forgive my father. I mean fuck the police. I mean dismantle white supremacy. I mean I was zip-tied one night. I was kettled on the Manhattan Bridge the next, and still live to teach their kids in the morning I am everything America threatens to break, and the threat and the break and America itself. What I'm saying is no, I'm not angry. I'm coming. I say black joy, and I mean who are you when I start taking what I am owed? We've been hurt, been down before. And we hate po-po. They want to kill us dead in the streets for show. I'm at the preacher's door. My knees get weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright. My name is Roya Marsh, and I am a black poet who will not remain silent while this nation continues to murder black people. I have a right to be angry. I have a right to be joyful. And black joy is real. It's native. It's not white. It was here before that. Before God said, let there be light, so y'all can witness a glimpse of what you've been missing in black. Black is not a color, but absorbs all the colors of the visible spectrum and reflects none. Joy is a feeling of great pleasure or happiness. Now, black joy looks like me, like him, or her, or them. It knows no gender, just knows prosperity in spite of white supremacy. Black joy is a stone, worthy of digging, of excavating, a coveted jewel, to be held up to light, to sparkle, to dazzle. Black joy knows this poem is necessary, no matter what your judgment says. Because you can't tell me black joy won't break any scale. You put it on shit. You can't tell me black joy ain't the scale itself. Black joy is contagious. So contagious, folks got caught appropriating. Caught pitting black against black, or Joy against Joy, or Remy against Nikki, or Cardi against Nikki, or Rhea against B, or Lotto against Nikki, or the City Girls against Nikki, because healthy, wealthy black folks just got too close to God, and they only want to see us black and joyous if they make us that way. But they cannot create black joy the same way they created race. They cannot dictate our blackness. They cannot dictate our happiness, and yeah, it's true. Once you go black joy, you'll never go back. Black joy. Remember, black and happy can be synonymous, so whenever you hear the word black, instead hear happy. Case in point, in 2016, we bid farewell to this nation's first happy president. February will now, if it ever be known, is Happy History Month. Hollywood still won't cast happy people to play our happy selves, and yet another happy body is found slain. All the more reason to preserve this shield, this force field of fortune. No hot commodity to be bought or bootlegged or Kylie lip kit backshot brainwash. Be your happiest when your mouth is open. Be your blackest when your mouth is open. Shout it at voices in power. Shout black, shout joy. You remember, white supremacy is a beast that feeds on attention. Be happier, be hungrier, starve it, leave it nothing but the bones. My name is Roya Marsh. I'm a black poet who will not remain silent while this nation continues to murder black people. I appreciate y'all energy. I appreciate every time. I promise that. If you ever see me not giving it, it's not me. I promise. It's a drone. It's a drone. I swear on God and 4 more white people. On all of them. All of them. I love y'all. I love the energy. Shout out to the folks who's recording. I know that I stepped out, but I tried to stay close because I just want you to know I wanted to go back there with it. But out of respect for the work you do, I stay right the fuck here. I want you to know that. And shout out to the DJ. You've been timely. You've been timely. You've been very fucking timely all night. Everybody in this area, all props to you. You getting my angles. I know you are because it's all of them. I love this energy. I love this space. I think that was 20 minutes. If it wasn't 20 minutes, we just gonna do a ba-ba-da-da-da-da-ba, and we gonna close me out. Because that's the end of my show, all right? This is the end of my show. We gonna do a 3 count, all right? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I love y'all.